All right, so Darren with Confident Home Solutions, licensed general contractor, builder, remodeler, and you can't see me in North Carolina. All right, so look at this lousy thing. Oh, that was this one hail damage?
No.
Or this was after? This is actually trash.
This one only lasted about 3 years. And what ended up happening was I actually went up there with some black duct tape.
How did the original one last so long?
I don't know.
And then, either way, this has a bezel that we unscrewed. We got a new one right here. We're going to show you how to replace one, because we're getting good at it.
Yep.
Oh, these new ones.
So these new ones last about 3 years, I'm guessing.
Wash dome only with water-soaked cloth. It says right there. Apparently this thing is so cheap that you're worried about what you wash with. Right. We got some walkways across there, but most trailers are not really strong enough for you to get up there and walk. So we put a couple. Well, you know what? Let me get up there. Okay. So this thing looks really old, but it's not. It's just
It's about two years old.
Cheap stuff keeps falling apart.
Hey, I gotta tell you, this Gorilla Tape lasted longer than that vent did. That Gorilla Tape has been on there almost a year and a half.
That's too funny that the Gorilla Tape is better than the actual vent.
We need to go ahead and put the tape on when we put that new one on. That way it'll last even longer.
All right, so let's get the other camera set up and let's get this thing tore off. We're probably gonna get rained out, but this thing's leaking anyways. We'll just put a trash can underneath it. One right on the corner, that's weird. Get that right. Yep. Okay, it's raining. Well, it's not raining now. We got this over here. Let's get, you know what, maybe I should take the tailgate down, see what we got. I don't know. See what we got. Oh! Not bad, not bad. A little bit. I think we did good. Yeah, so this garbage comes off pretty hard, this silicone, whatever it is. But no match for a Roloc disc on a right angle. Stupid air hose leaking. This Roloc disc. Yeah, the brown ones typically are made for steel. The red ones are for aluminum. This is I think this is Norton, but no. This is Sunbright. This is Sunbright. Sunbright makes awesome sanding discs and paper. Every bit as good as 3M. You know how long that'd take you to do by hand? The rest of the day?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. So, what do we gotta do? I gotta put some silicone underneath it first. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, that stink bug may get in your silicone.
All right. Hinge goes forward. Screw in. Just a little bit. Okay.
Put a bit of squeeze out.
All right, a little bit of perfect squeeze out. Got Got these good. It's gonna be, yep, exactly. Nice. Yeah, nice. This is gonna be nice to have this watertight again. I want to smooth this off.
What?
I don't know. You can get me something.
Okay.
What if?
Yeah. Honestly, the entire front valve. The turning light is done up here, but.
Okay.
Yeah, just that cover. Really easy.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about this roof cement. This is that we used. It's Henry. This is what we picked up from Home Depot. This is not what we used the first time. The first time we bought a roof vent, we got it right from Home Depot. The company that sold it, or the distributor or whoever we were buying it from, offered their own version of sealant. They actually sold. It was a 2-pack. It was some type of putty that went underneath the screws, almost like plumber's putty. Then they had a tube that you went around there. Having already done a couple of these, I realized I didn't need the plumber's putty and all that. I just needed some type of sealant that stayed semi-rigid. And this is a elastomeric roofing sealant. It's white. You can see right here, it does not get really brittle hard. You don't want that up on an aluminum roof that's going to flex some. You need something that stays a little flexible. This was gotten from Home Depot, part number 289. I think that's right. But this stuff's, I think it's going to work. It's already went through a few heavy rainstorms. I mean, right after we got that in there, a day or 2 days later, we got hit with a monster downpour for like 2 days in a row. Worked perfect. This tool right here that we scraped up the original one, this is actually a gasket scraper, and we took the square edges off from it. It's actually made by Snap-on, but any company makes a, you know, if you're a do it yourself kind of person, handyman, whatever, make yourself one of these. I took it. It originally was straight. I bent it a little bit, and I took the edges and rounded it. And then, and if you saw me up there with the walkways, I had a big file. I would just occasionally touch this up. You know, I just dress this up. So, all right. Hopefully, you guys, easy. I mean, all you gotta do is throw a couple strips up there to get your walkways or your whatever you set up, 2x8s, 2x10s, walkway. I don't think most roofs are built heavy enough to do this. I did think about one thing that you could do. You know those support stands that you use in semis? They kind of jack apart, or you could even build them out of 2x4. If you went inside your trailer and put a couple supports on between the floor up to the roof, and then stretched a piece of plywood or some something there. That way, all the roof was not having to be supported by, you know, the weight of you. I think that would work. Whereas we put a couple strips of plywood out at the very edge, and then set our walkways down on that. That way, the roof didn't see any of our weight. But I think that's another way you could do it. So if you don't have walkways, I think you could support the roof on each side of the vent, and yeah, I think that would work out pretty good. So, all right, see yous.